Why a third of humanity doesn't eat pork? Pork is the world's most widely consumed meat. Yet it is only eaten by 36% of the population. Almost a third of all humans never touch it. Of course, it's partly to do with religious taboos. Both Islam and Judaism forbid pork. Some Christian sects abstain from eating pig too. After all, the ban comes from Leviticus 11:7.
And the pig, though it has a divided hoof, does not chew the cud. It is unclean for you.
But why was pig meat banned in the first place? Since the Paleolithic era, humans have hunted wild boar. About 12,000 years ago, it was domesticated. Pigs breed rapidly, which made them very popular. However, they were never as valuable as cattle. Pigs don't produce byproducts, such as wool or dairy. They're only good for eating. Secondary animal products were critical for long-distance trade. They were also taxed as far back as the Bronze Age. This made pigs less appealing for wealth generation. Another disadvantage is that pigs are slow. Many pastoralists were nomadic. Sheep, cattle, goats, horses, and camels suited them perfectly. But you can't have a cattle drive with pigs. On the other hand, pigs are easier to keep. They don't require grazing. So pig farming was common among poor people. Of course, pigs also carry transmittable diseases. But was this why they were called unclean? It certainly had nothing to do with disease. Trichinosis wasn't known at the time. Neither the Bible nor the Quran mentioned disease. However, people's attitude to pigs changed for other reasons. Pigs were an essential part of the economy until about 1600 BC. They are cheap to raise and provide a good source of protein. They were useful in emerging urban areas. Pigs ate trash produced by humans. This helped keep the heavily crowded places clean. In the early Bronze Age, people revered pigs. They were used as sacrificial animals. In Egypt and Mesopotamia, the Canaanite deity Baal was associated with the boar. But attitudes started shifting in the late Bronze Age. The archaeological record shows a sharp decrease in pig populations. The Hittites and Mesopotamians banned pigs from their temples. The pig was deemed unfit for sacrifice. People were disgusted with pigs eating trash. Now they were seen as unholy and filthy. There was a logical economic explanation for this. As Bronze Age economies grew, so did the value of secondary products. Wool and dairy become critically important. During this period, social hierarchies crystallized. The number of urban poor increased as cities grew in size. Pig husbandry became associated with the lower class. Wealthier people could afford to raise sheep, goats, and cattle. Not eating pork also became a distinguishing marker. For Jews, it was a way to maintain their identity. Jewish food laws solidified after the Babylonian conquest. They were reinforced under Greek and Roman rule. The invaders were pork eaters, while Jews were not. Moreover, the introduction of the chicken made things easier. Now people had another cheap source of protein. Chickens also produce eggs, doubling their nutritional value. A chicken can be easily eaten by a family. A pig, once slaughtered, had to be stored somehow. Over time, chickens became the choice of the poor. These attitudes made it into the Hebrew Bible, and the rest, as they say, is history.